So, with the server of Hypixel's popularity, there is no doubt in my mind that within the span of 1 year at minimum, things could change on the server completely. This could go from minor bug fixes to literal server changing factors, and today I'm going to be covering some of my predictions alongside predictions that you guys gave me. In no way am I saying that any of this will come true. I'm not a professional, as I say in all my videos. This is just my thoughts with the current state of Bed Wars and Hypixel in general, and if you're looking for someone who can completely confirm what's going to happen, I'm not the right person. Before I waste any more of your time, I'd just like to say that if you do at all enjoy the video, please consider liking because it helps more people see it, and a subscription if you like it that much. Alright, see ya and have a great day. Alright, getting into it, the first thing I want to say is that this video is going to be primarily about, Bed Wars updates and the future of Bed Wars alongside Hypixel, and mainly the Hypixel player count and, just overall how Hypixel will do in regards to Bed Wars and its other popular games. So if you're here to see me go over like every single Hypixel game speedrun, no, this is the right place. As far as I'm aware, the top comment on the community post is from this person, and they state, I'd say that the competitive community will be a lot sweatier. You won't be seeing level 1 nons play because it would be really hard for them to get even a single victory. Probably like half the people you queue will be legit godbridgers, and overall it would be quite harder if you haven't played it before. I'd say Hypixel will be getting 700,000 players peak hours, and will probably get a million at some time in 2022. Now for this, I'm not too sure about 700,000 to a million players, but to be quite honest, anything's possible. When Hypixel was averaging, let's say, 10,000 players, no one would have ever expected it to be getting 100,000 players anytime soon. I don't know about by 2022 because they'd have to pull off something insane, like Hypixel Skyblock times 2 or something, I don't know, man. It's really hard to create something original server-wise that everyone's going to want to play on, but Hypixel seems to do it pretty well. Now, I can agree about the competitive community getting a lot sweatier because that's what happens to every game, people get tired of it over time because of how much better the players are becoming, but like, you can't just have a game where people don't become better at it. The more you play, the better you'll become. But when you're saying that level 1s are going to be playing and it's going to be hard for them to get a single victory, I'm not too sure about this because maybe they'll add more onto the matchmaking system, and if you're level 1, you'll be playing against other level 1s. Is that how you use the word solely? I don't know.
Solely.
The possibilities are endless, and I'm really excited to see how far Hypixel goes in the coming months. When it comes to the legit Godbridgers queuing, I can definitely believe that. Like, dude, a couple months ago, if I saw a Godbridger, not even a couple months ago, more like when I started my channel, let's say around 10, 11 months ago maybe now, if I saw a Godbridger, I automatically thought they were insane at the game. That was my immediate instinct, but now they're like, they're a lot more normal to see now. And I'm not saying Godbridging isn't impressive, it's insanely impressive, I can't do it. And I'm not saying that, I should be someone who can like do it. What am I saying? Godbridging is very hard, alright? But there's a lot more now, and it's quite surreal to see how far players have come skill-wise. And as time goes on, there's gonna be even more. But now, I probably didn't even play any like special music or anything there, so it's just very awkward. Moving on, this person states, probably not the same. Recently, a lot of YouTubers have stopped making Bed Wars content for fun and more like a job. I think there will be a little to a small amount of the very original content creators in the Bed Wars community, but I also think that maybe Hypixel will take all the feedback from players and maybe make a massive update to all games other than Skyblock. Alright, so I have quite a bit to say about this. When it comes to Bed Wars YouTubers leaving Bed Wars content because, they're not enjoying it, and it's very hard to think of original ideas, so they're leaving it. That's very true, and to be honest, if they continue to barely update Bed Wars, they're not going to be getting any more original content, so considering I'm a Bed Wars YouTuber myself, I can definitely relate with that because I've seen lots of my friends leave Bed Wars content and it's very sad to see them go, but I can't blame them. What I will say though is that I'll leave a link in the description to someone's video I saw earlier today where they reviewed something that an admin said on the forums, and they said something about 40 new Bed Wars maps being added, or I'll just show a picture of what the admin said, but I was very excited to see this. I was like, oh my gosh, they're doing something, let's go! Now, when it comes to Hypixel taking feedback from players and making a massive update, that is definitely a possibility. Recently, I've noticed that there have been times during the day and the week in general where Bed Wars has recently surpassed Skyblock in players a few times. And knowing that, if it has more players than Skyblock, that makes it the most popular game sometimes. So they're obviously going to have to do something to Bed Wars. And I'm not saying that they have to make an update and only focus on Bed Wars because there's many other games, like Duels really needs some updates. Duels is very underrated when it comes to updates and changes. The last thing they did to Duels, if I'm correct, is a bug fix, which I'll put on screen. I really enjoy many games on the Hypixel Network, and I really hope they update it. Please update more. But it is very difficult, and I can't blame them because, if Skyblock's their best performing game and it does the most for their server, they're obviously going to focus on it. Now, a comment I've been noticing a lot on this is that people are thinking Hytale's going to be released in the next year, and if it is, I'm definitely going to be trying that out. I've been pretty excited for Hytale's release for a long time because it looks very fun, and I want to see Hypixel's take on their own video game. But the thing is, I want to see what happens to, you know, their updating schedule, I guess, when it comes to Hypixel, because on Hytale, I'm gonna guess that they definitely have different people changing and updating different things for Hytale. Now, as you know, I'm not a professional, but that's just my guess. If someone could tell me in the comments who's been updating Hytale, because like there's no way that they have the Hypixel server staff on it, right? But if Hytale does insanely well for them, they're obviously gonna be primarily focusing on that. But don't take my word for it. We'll see when the time comes. Someone also thinks that other games like Bed Wars will be shut down to prioritize all resources towards Skyblock to reduce server lag. Now, I disagree with this because if they got rid of Bed Wars, that's going to be taking a whole chunk of their players right out of Hypixel, and I don't think they'd do that. Because Hypixel, you know, they obviously want to have more players on their server because they work hard on their server, you know? Next up, we have someone that says, if Hypixel keeps ignoring Bed Wars and updates Skyblock, obviously Bed Wars will be dead. Now, I think that they are going to eventually update Bed Wars. I truly do believe that. Now, as many times as I might say that, you know, they're not focusing on Bed Wars in my videos, I definitely think that they're going to be doing something during this year because there's a clear increase in Bed Wars players. However, if they take the feedback from us and update Bed Wars, I'm sure it'll get even more players, which is true because, you know, new updates make people more intrigued. Now, while I say this, it's also true that some YouTubers are moving away from Bed Wars, which may result in a loss of players. But again, with an update, Bed Wars could have a huge player base, and it's true, that's how all games work. As for what they could add, I was thinking some perks like in Skywars, or a map creator where every week they add a new map for the community. They could also add to items that do things which we haven't seen before, like the pop-up tower or knockback stick. Now, I really like this idea because it sounds like something I'd enjoy making videos on, and possibly could bring a lot more players to Bed Wars, which I'd like. But genuinely, I really do want them to update other games I really do want them to add updates to games like Duels. And I know what you're all gonna say, oh, Duels isn't a game, it's a lobby. Well, like, you know, every Duel, please, update something. And some people have been telling me like, oh, you know, what would they even update? I don't really know what it would be, but I'd really like a map selector when it comes to, you know, any Duel. I don't know, I just feel like it would be really nice to have, and that's just a suggestion. There are probably plenty of other ideas that you guys have, and once again, the comment section is free for you guys to, you know, share your thoughts. Anyways, all in all, in my opinion, this is what I think I'm going to be seeing on Hypixel in the next year. I think that if somehow everyone went out of lockdown, and just imagine that, alright? Let's just say that in a year from now, I'm not saying it will, but imagine that everyone were to be out of lockdown. That could definitely lead to a decrease in players on Hypixel, even though the server isn't going to be going anywhere. People are going to be able to go outside more and, you know, they'll have stuff to do. Because ever since the quarantine, Hypixel got a huge, like, burst of players. In regards to my channel, or other people's channels in general, content could be completely different in a year from now. Who knows, would I be even making content? Would, like, every Bed Wars YouTuber be making content? Would Bed Wars just be completely different? Would it pull a Fortnite? Who knows? Overall, thanks for watching. I honestly really do appreciate it, and you guys mean the world to me. Feel free to join my Discord server because at 20,000 subscribers, I think I'm going to be doing a Discord Q&A, so that's pretty cool. And if you made it this far, comment, I don't know, your favorite type of guinea pig. Are there different types of guinea pigs? I don't even know what I'm saying. Alright, see you later, and make sure to sleep early, because if you have school tomorrow, you need to sleep early. Yeah, okay.